Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan covers two things that are connected. It covers a horrific rape of a 15-year-old girl by an Afghan asylum seeker. And I'll discuss why this has not got the coverage that such a story would expect. So first things first, the actual crime itself. This is horrific. This is a guy called Sadeq Nikzad, who is an Afghan asylum seeker. And he followed a schoolgirl around the town centre in Falkirk in Scotland. And she keeps repeating that she was 15. Now, this is probably three reasons for making this video when I think about it. We actually have people in Scotland who do not believe these things happen in Scotland. They feel it's an English issue. And I've actually seen some despicable references on issues that's England's problem. That's why we should be independent. And people are actually thinking that because things like this happen in the rest of the United Kingdom, that we should be independent based on that. That's disgusting. Using crimes like this for your own political notions is horrific. So I think when things like this happen in Scotland, they actually should be told. These stories should be shared. But what is absolutely frightening about this is not one national Scottish outlet has covered this story. Now, if you put in the rape word RAPE Falkirk into Google, and you click on news, and you click on tools, and you click on sort by date, you'll see three mentions of this in the whole of the internet. One, the Falkirk Herald, which is obviously the local newspaper to where this crime was committed. One is the Daily Mail newspaper, and the other one is GB News. That's it. Not one single Scottish outlet has covered this story. National outlet I'm talking about, not the Falkirk Herald. But you might think, well, that's because these things happen. However, BBC Scotland a month ago were able to talk about a case that involved a guy of Scottish descent who committed rape and got 9 years for it. That was 1 month ago. There's a story there. The BBC also on the 18th of November covering a 31-year-old from Dundee with the same crime. The 13th of September, a Darren Dennett is covered by STV News, who preyed on a teen at 15, the exact same age as this girl was. And there's another one, 8th of September, STV going on about a Connor Slyman, who 21 shot the karate Philippines when he was alleged to have raped as well. So they do cover these stories. All the big Scottish outlets do cover them. But for some reason, they've not covered this one. Now, the only thing I can see different from the ones they do cover and the ones that they've not covered and failed to cover is the fact that this man was a 29-year-old asylum seeker from Afghanistan. It's the only thing that's a wee bit strange. Now, the other thing I've done, I then thought, well, maybe I'm missing it here. So what's the guy's name? Well, it's Sadeq Nikzad. So I copy and paste that, I pop that into Google, and we see what we come up with. And guess what? We click on news, and the only three results it brings back are GB News, the Daily Mail, and the Falkirk Herald. I find that most bizarre. But back to the case. So this guy, in October 2023, that's another mad thing because that was like a year and a half ago. But if you say bad words about a Labour government and cover-ups to another criminal case, it happened in the summer in Southport, you get taken to court and processed almost immediately. So this guy followed this girl through the town of Falkirk. He asked for her phone number and whether she had a boyfriend. He made sexual remarks towards a teenager. This is about 29-year-old and a girl at 15, half almost his age, before leading her behind to a nearby pub where he attacked and raped her. He denied raping her, but was yesterday found guilty by a jury following a trial. The Afghan national is now set to be deported from Britain when his sentence, which has not yet been set, comes to an end. However, I guarantee that's not where the story ends, because we'll get some human rights lawyer paraphrasing from the European Commission on Human Rights, probably Section 8, telling how there'll be some reason that he can't go back to Afghan because his rights will be affected by sending them home. So that's not even a guarantee. His victim had been walking along the town's high street after collecting a prescription when she was approached by the migrant. She told jurors, "This is a person I've genuinely never seen before." The girl said she understood that English was not his first language and that it was quite hard at times to decipher what he was trying to say to me. During the assault on her, she froze and was quite shocked. "I knew I needed to get help as soon as possible, but I didn't really have anything in me to just push him off. If he were to look, he would see I was unhappy and scared." The woman who was walking to her car came across Nikzad's victim after the attack. The passer-by said, "As I crossed the road, that's when I saw the girl and the man coming out the lane. And the girl came straight to me. She was dazed. She looked stunned. I knew something had gone wrong. She came to me for comfort and she kept telling me, she said she kept telling the guy she was only 15. The girl's father told the court that she phoned him after the attack to tell him what had happened, and when he saw her, she was terrified. "I have never seen her in that state before," he added. Judge John Morris KC has deferred Nikzad's sentencing to prepare a background report on him. Until his pre-sentencing report has been delivered, the Afghan national, who has been placed in the sex offenders register, will be kept in custody. Well, there we go. We should be grateful that until he's getting sentenced, he'll be kept in custody. And I surely hope this is not one of the cases where the background reports, etc., suggest that a custodial sentence is not good enough for this man. And I use the name man in the lightest of terms, obviously. I cannot see why any 29-year-old man would be interested sexually in anybody half his age. That to me is the first thing. But you have to consider, and I hope this isn't something the court take into account, but where he's from, this might be normal, that you have sexual relations with people half your age and underage. And it might be from a society where marriage is allowed, therefore sexual relations with people who are younger than 15. But this is despicable. Despicable, the fact that this crime is committed in the first place. What a horrible experience for that young girl. And I really hope that she is able to get on with her life in the future. And this horrific act that she didn't ask for or wish for doesn't define her life. I hope she's able to go on and have a full, successful life as an adult. I also find it disturbing the clear evidence are presented to you of two-tier journalism in the United Kingdom and more specifically Scotland, where they're quite happy to talk about other and report on other crimes almost identical to this by even the age of the victims, but for some reason want to turn a blind eye to this one. Well, I've got news. I won't. And good luck to the young girl and her family. I hope this criminal gets a sentence that he deserves and they're happy with. And I hope that the girl is able to have a full life after this. And this horrible thing, this horrible few minutes in her life, doesn't determine the rest of her life. If you found this video of interest and you want other people to see it, do me two favours, please. hit the share button and make a comment in the comments below. That helps drive the video to put it in other people. And if you've not already done so, please consider subscribing and notifying and hitting the notifications bell for the channel. Once the video's finished, YouTube will put a wee video here, which they think you've not seen and you'll enjoy. So, the most important thing of all, as long as you're not the type of person that A, comes to this country and breaks laws like this, and B, wants to defend people like this, then not you. But
everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.